Whoa! Well, welcome back, you bloodthirsty sweethearts. Remember when you were 15 and there was nothing but endless and opportunity ahead? Then you wake up to find out you're 45, nearly half your life is over, and 50% of your wages are going to the government. Not to mention, the government just hired 87,000 more IRS agents. For context, we invaded Iraq with like 20 dudes and a rubber dildo. Welcome to the rest of your life, where there's nothing to look forward to but death, taxes, and that slowly worsening testicle pain that you just know is going to kill you before you're 50. But who can afford expensive cancer treatment? Not I, said the patriotic American. And speaking of taxes and losing your balls before 50, I've finally had it with this IRS bullshit. Juan el Pollo, if you're watching this, I'm hanging out at Augie's. Come and get me, you C-list C-story. While Juan collects his newly weaponized force of bean-counting accountants, let's share a story about a man that gave two fucks about death and taxes. So it's the Prohibition era. So just like marijuana and psychedelics, no matter how illegal you make booze, people are just going to find a way to keep drinking because like weed and psychedelics, this shit was obviously harmless and everyone loved it. In fact, it became a highly priced commodity despite being illegal. So much so that they became overnight millionaires and even celebrities. But since that stuff was illegal, that meant the government couldn't exactly get their cut. If you were a cutthroat, violent, ruthless, money-making machine, you could make a killing. Now, the subject of this video is Al Capone, or more precisely, how he ultimately got properly fucked by a bunch of nerds. Al Capone wasn't the most violent or epic of characters, but in the 1920s, he was the biggest, baddest dude in the land, filled with hard, and I mean hard-ass people. Allegedly, he took a bat to several of his associates in the middle of a nice diner and beat their asses to death to make an example. Allegedly, he had some of his competition rubbed off during the same Valentine's Day massacre, which isn't nearly as hot or erotic as it sounds. And then guess what? He'd go to the papers and say some shit like, yeah, I did that shit. Now enjoy some booze. And since he bribed every damn cop, politician, priest, and prostitute in the city of Chicago, he can do shit like that and walk away. And as it turns out, in that time before hard forensic science or cameras or highly trained law enforcement, the thing you need to put a guy like Capone in prison were witnesses. So what do you do when everyone is bought or intimidated, or you can't even make an arrest on the most famous mobster of all time? Call for where LANS and his gaggle of government enforcers ultimately fail. Accountants got the job done. And by the way, it's not that I think Capone was a hero or something. It's just that I really think the IRS is evil and the government is ruled by reptiles and demons. So I don't like celebrating their wins, even though they did clap Capone's cheeks. They gave him a light-ass sentence, but 3 years into his prison time, Capone was basically a demented, drooling vegetable due to advanced syphilis. So ends the tale of the most infamous mobster of all time, public enemy number one. Well, I guess Juan ain't gonna show, so I'm gonna... Holy shit! I didn't think you were gonna show!
I've been tracking your ass all over Texas. I've always been just 1 minute behind you, First Sergeant, but I got your ass now. You know what, man? You owe $8 million in back taxes. You need to lawyer the fuck up. Alright? This shit took down Wesley Snipes and it'll take your ass down too.
First off, it brought Wesley Snipes down for a time. Like a phoenix, he came back more majestic and more blacker than ever. Second, fuck you. I'm skipping town.
Dude, just be reasonable. Let's go. You're coming with me. Let's get out of here.
What?
Dude, just let's go.
Pollo, I'm warning you, bro. We'll shoot you in the dick, Pollo.
Yo, fuck you, man.
Fuck you!
Oh, baby Jesus.
Well, there you have it, folks. Another season down, and it ended happily. I just got an extension on my taxes, and I finally shot this C-story right in the dickhead. So until next season, sleep tight, stack bodies, and dodge your taxes. It's the American way.
Oh.